Good morning. My name is Miranda and this is my first YouTube video. I got this cart at Goodwill, actually. Hashtag first year teacher pops. It's like stretchy things that I thought would be a good idea, but the kids actually like whip each other with these, so I might have to take those out. Ew, what is that? Okay, move over this way. Look at these little monsters. Stabbed the cushion. Clearly I have teacher brain because it is the day before Thanksgiving. Everyone has left and I am here filming this video for some reason. Hello everyone, my name is Miranda. I am a 4th grade teacher in Connecticut. This is my very first year of teaching, so that's kind of my inspiration for creating this channel, because when I was back in my senior year of college in the spring, I wanted to know how to fill out resumes. I wanted to know what kind of interview questions they would ask, how I was going to set up my classroom, what I needed, what I didn't need. And the way that I found that worked best for me was going to YouTube and watching YouTube videos of other teachers and how they did it and things that worked for them. So that's kind of why I want to create this channel myself, is because now that I'm kind of established, I've been teaching for a total of 3 months, so I have kind of found what works for me and what doesn't work for me, and I want to just share that with you. So the way that I wanted to start out was with a classroom tour. I like to keep things very neat, very organized. So I wanted to take you guys around my room and show you how I set everything up. If you'd like to see how I set up my classroom, then just keep on watching. Okay, so this is what it looks like as soon as you walk into my room. As you can tell, I am lucky enough to have quite a big room, which is so nice. So this is just what it looks like overall, and then I'll walk you through individually how I set everything up. To get started, as soon as you walk in, I have this little desk here. The students actually use tables, so I'm not really sure why I have this desk in here, but I am going to utilize it if I have it, right? And then moving on over here, this is my jobs. So I didn't know how I wanted to set this up at the beginning of the school year, if I wanted to do like 5 or 6 jobs and then just rotate the kids, or give everybody a job. And I decided that I wanted to kind of have everyone to have their own responsibilities in our room, because I want to relay that idea that we are a family and we need to work together to keep our space clean. So I did go ahead and give everybody a job. So as you can see here, it says we help one another so together we can grow. I just made that up on Microsoft Word. And then this is how I decided to do them. I also made these on Microsoft Word. So class electrician, that's whoever turns on and off the lights. I attach them with these little paper clips, and then when I switch the jobs, I just switch out these names. It does take a little while to switch all the names, but I only switch the jobs about every month or so, so it's really not that bad. And then to move on over here, this is a grab a pass station. Again, I made these up on Microsoft Word. I made almost everything up on Microsoft Word, just so you know. So grab a pass, there's different types of passes that you can get depending on what you need. So they can either go get a drink of water, the boys pass, nurse, office, girls pass, and class messenger. So what the students will do, if I say that they can go get a drink of water, for example, then they would pick this up. They would go and put it where they were sitting at their desk. So then that's just a reminder to me and their classmates that they're out of the room and why they're out of the room. And then when they come back, they just hang that back up there. I have just a map of the United States. You would be shocked that most students do not know the 50 states or where they are. Most of them think that these are actually countries. So I have that there as a reminder for them. And then I also have a globe. The students love the globe. I've actually had quite a few of them ask to take it home, which was new to me, but hey, I mean, whatever floats your boat. If you want to take my globe home, as long as you bring it back, that's okay with me. And then I have these cups here that I got at the dollar store. Because we're departmentalized, I am the 4th grade writing teacher, there's a 4th grade math teacher, and a 4th grade reading teacher. So we actually all see all of the kids. So instead of having just 25 kids, I have 75 kids. So I separate them into the 3 classes. So all the kids get a stick, a popsicle stick with their name on it. And I just use this to pull sticks to call on students if I feel like the class isn't participating as much as I would like them to. And then moving down here, this is how I do lunch count. I also got these containers, same containers at the dollar store. And I just printed these labels out and laminated them of all of the options that they can get for lunch. And then same thing with the popsicle sticks, I just have their names on them. The students take their stick and drop it in whatever they're getting for lunch that day. So then one of the students' jobs is to take one of these papers for the lunch count, fill it out, and bring it down to the cafeteria. So the nice thing about 4th grade is that the students can do a lot of these simple morning routine tasks on their own. So I really give them that control. So they take care of all of that for me. And then on this next shelf here, I have editing pens. So I actually have the students write in only pen. I don't have them use pencils in writing because I like to see their thinking. I like to see how they got to their answers, what they decided to change, what they decided to keep, words that they thought were correct or not correct, things like that. And I find that when they use pencils, they can just erase and I can't really tell how they got to where they got. So we just use black and blue pens, and then for editing, they actually use green pens. And then I have extra supplies. This is more so for me. It just has like paper clips, command strips, batteries, things like that. And then a whole thing of glue sticks in here. I got these containers at, I think, the dollar store as well. And then I made these labels on Microsoft Word. And then below here, also from the dollar store, this has the lunch count in it, and then also nurses' passes. So then on this next shelf here, I have all of these scrapbooking containers. These come from Michael's. You can get them 3 for $10, sometimes 2 for $10. Normally they're just 1 for $10, which is outrageous, so I never buy them unless they're on sale. I just have the clear ones, and then I just have them, honestly, like I don't even know what's in here, just random supplies that I just couldn't seem to fit anywhere else, so I shoved them down there. And then up here is the students' art folders. We actually don't have an art room in our school, so the art teacher comes into the classrooms to do art class, and they keep the art folders in here. And then next to that, I got this cart at Goodwill, actually. Hashtag first year teacher pops. You have to utilize all the materials that you can because you will go broke very quickly. Not to say that I didn't, but I got this for like $6, so that was a steal. And then this cart is all for my students. So my students have access to each and every one of these drawers. So I have black pens, blue pens, pencils, highlighters, colored pencils, crayons, markers, scissors, erasers, and rulers down on the bottom. And again, I made these right on Microsoft Word and then just attached them with Velcro. So yeah, so the students have access to all of these materials if they'd like, and it just keeps it a little bit more organized. So then moving on to my first bulletin board in the classroom, all of my bulletin boards are actually fabric. I don't like that bulletin board paper that many of the teachers use. Not that there's anything wrong with it, I just think that this looks a lot nicer, and it honestly was not that expensive. So I got this really pretty like light blue, turquoisey blue color. And then I have a burlap border around all of my bulletin boards as well, as you can see in that one too. And I just got this in like a bigger like yard size, and then I just cut them into strips and then just staggered them and stapled them along the border. So I think that that turned out really well. I really like the way that looks. And then up top here it says, "We are writers." Again, I made all of this on Microsoft Word. Honestly, like I made everything on Microsoft Word, so I don't think I need to keep restating it, but I made everything myself unless I'll tell you otherwise, but most of the things I did make myself. So it says "We are writers" up here. The writers, I made these pencils just with different shapes, and then I attached them with some twine and some clothespins. So I really like the way that looks. This is the students' center here, so this table's all for things that they can access. So I just have loose leaf paper. I have some different methods to organizing their writing that they can use. Okay, so then moving on over here, these containers I got actually at the dollar store, and they're really nice because they're pretty sturdy and they're really pretty colors. So I got 5 of these because I have 5 tables for the students to sit at. So when we're using other materials like colored pencils, markers, crayons, things like that, I'll have a student from each table go up, get one of these containers, bring it over to the student cart, and then just fill it with whatever they need, and then bring it back and put it on their table. And then similarly with these containers here, this is how I have the students get their pens for the day, either black or blue, doesn't matter to me. So they'll fill it up with however many students are at their table. Normally it's 4, 5, or 6, and then they'll just bring them back and put them on their table for the rest of the students at their table. Over here is my anchor chart board. So I have 3 anchor charts posted right now. Again, just black fabric that I got from Joann's. Did I say Joann's for that one? I might have said Michael's. I got all of my fabric at Joann's. So clearly I have teacher brain because it is the day before Thanksgiving. Everyone has left and I am here filming this video for some reason. So yeah, so I got all of the fabric at Joann's, and then again with the burlap border. And then for the decoration here, I just did a bunch of circles. I just cut them out from Astro Brights paper, so it was really easy. I just printed 5 different colors and then cut them out and strung them similarly with the twine and the clothespins. So then below that I have these 3 anchor charts, and actually I have other anchor charts behind them too. And then when I use a new one, I just pin it up here. There's just pins right here, so I'll just loop it onto that. And then over here I have the weekly rewards. So each week I give students rewards, and I'll explain that a little bit later on when I go over to the team tallies. But these are the things that they can choose from. But almost every single time the students choose Lunch Bunch. I actually really haven't had the students choose any other ones but Lunch Bunch because they want to be around me all the time, which I guess is a good thing sometimes. So then over here I have my whiteboard and my teacher chair in front of the student carpet. This carpet was actually provided by the school for us, so each classroom has the same one, I think, or similar ones. So this is where the students come when we go to circle. Normally I'll do my mini lessons here because I can just sit here like this and see all of the students. They sit around a circle and we can kind of work together, and then I can use the board for a reference. So that seems to work very well. I don't know why I said it like that. And then over here is this table. It normally has chairs, but the students stack up the chairs at the end of the day, so it doesn't currently have any. But this is my collaboration station. So this is where students can come and work with another student about their writing, and they can talk about what they're struggling with, some questions they may have, or maybe they just want to do a quick share. So I give them the opportunity to do this. They have to set the sand timer, which was here. I'm not sure where that went. Found it. They like to hide it on me, but they can't hide it too well, can they? So yeah, so they flip the stand timer over, and then when it's done, they have to go back to their seats. Okay, so then moving on to my library. Even though I teach writing, I still do supply some books for my homeroom kids. And just to kind of walk you through, I got these read letters at Michael's, and they were actually black, but you couldn't really see them against the dark brown wood, so I spray painted them white. And then these are just some random books that really don't fit anywhere in my library. I just kind of stuck them there. This basket I got at the dollar store. There's just some loose leaf paper there for students at the collaboration station. If they want to grab some paper, they can do that. I also have this ball that I got on Amazon. It's a little deflated now. Oh, sorry, this thing is swinging around over there. So yeah, I got this on Amazon, but it's kind of seen better days already, even though I just bought it. There's a lot of pen on it and things like that, so that just kind of sits there. And then moving on to my actual library. I got these containers off of Amazon I think they're from Really Good Stuff. Is that a website? I think that's what it's called. But yeah, so I just got these off of Amazon, and I really like the way that they look. The different colors just look really nice and kind of bring some light to my room. So I made these labels on, can you guess? Microsoft Word, like all my other labels. And I just similarly attached them with a book ring, and that's just how I did it. So I have some of them by genre, and then I have some by authors, so there's really not much of a system, but it works for me and it works for my kids, so I'm not going to stress about it. And then over here I have this massive fan that is currently broken, so it's just always facing down instead of facing like straight. It just faces down. But in the summertime it gets brutally hot in here, so I have this fan going at all times because otherwise I will literally die of a heat exhaustion, and so will my kids. But it's really loud. Here, let's see. Let me just show you what I have to deal with. Can you hear me? Yeah, neither can my kids. So that's the only problem, is when I have that on, nobody can hear me. But you know what? That's okay. And then over here I have a cool down kit. So this is something that my mentor teacher did when I was student teaching, and I thought it was such a great idea. I have quite a few behavior problems in my class this year, so this really helps them. So I just got this at the dollar store, made this on Microsoft Word, hashtag story of my life for both of those things, and then attached them with book rings. And then everything in here I got on Amazon, so they're just little toys and stress relief things that they can play with. These are like squishies. The kids love them. I had a pretzel in here, but it got destroyed. Yeah, that's about all that's left. Wait, here's some more. Oh, there's a little piece. And another. So, as you can see, they're a little rough. They're in 4th grade, so they definitely aren't gentle with these things, but honestly that's okay. If it helps them de-stress, then okay, you can break my pretzel, that's fine. And then I also have this little like Rubik's Cube almost. You just have to pop the colors in different holes and try and get them into the right colored hole. Again, off of Amazon. Little sparkly thing, little mini lava lamp thingy. These little beans that you just like squeeze and a little bean pops out. What else is in here? These like stretchy things that I thought would be a good idea, but the kids actually like whip each other with these, so I might have to take those out. A hot dog. And then these little things, it just has a marble in it, and they just can like move it back and forth to calm down. So yeah, that's about it. This has actually been a pretty big hit with my kids if they're really stressed out or mad or sad or something like that. So then this bulletin board over here actually is just an empty space on the wall that I put up some fabric and made my own bulletin board, as well as that one over there. So this is just some more of that turquoise fabric that I had left over and the burlap, and I just strung Welcome to 4th Grade. I got those on Teachers Pay Teachers, I believe. Yeah, that font. So I just cut them out, laminated them, and put them up there for the first day of school, but I just left them because I don't know what else to put up there, and I think that it looks pretty good. So I think I'm just going to keep it just like that. Okay, and then this is kind of like my domain, this whole area over here really, but this shelf I have on top, I have my whole class incentive. So money is time. How much free time can your team earn? So the teams go by class. So I have my homeroom, class 1, class 2, and class 3. I got these are just index containers, index card containers, and I got them at Walmart. And then I just printed these labels and put them on top with some Velcro. So the way that this works is each day the students can earn up to $2, and each dollar is worth 2 minutes of free time on Friday. So they can earn 4 minutes a day, which equals to 20 minutes on Friday if they get $2 each day. If they don't have a great day, then I'll give them $1, and if they have like a really bad day, I will give them $0. I never take any dollars away. They can only earn up. So they start at 0 at the beginning of the day, and then they can earn up to $2. The students really like this. On Friday, I have them all do a drum roll as I count how much money they've earned, which means how much free time they have. So depending on the weather, sometimes we'll go outside, or sometimes I'll just let them play on the Chromebooks and have some free time in the classroom if it's too cold or if they didn't earn that much time or something like that. So underneath here, I just have teachers' toolkits, stickers, random stuff like that in these containers that I got on Amazon. Similarly over here, just like some random, like not random, but random teaching supplies. And then I have my teacher's toolbox, which is literally my saving grace. Like, this thing is amazing. I got it on Amazon and it has been such a game changer. So I got these labels from Pocketful of Primary. She's actually my inspiration for a lot of how I set up my room. Her name is Michelle Ferret and her channel is amazing. I'll link it down below. But she used one of these in her teaching classroom tour, and I instantly was like, yes, I need that. And not only do I need that, I need the labels that you made for it too. So yeah, so this is just kind of where I keep all of those little supplies that you just don't want to leave around on your desk, like whiteout, small stickers, band-aids, book rings, extra staples, small erasers, binder clips, small magnets, glue sticks, highlighters, sticky notes, tape rolls, expo markers, Sharpie markers, index cards, the list goes on. So this is just really, really convenient. It just keeps it so organized. Whenever I need something, I just go in and know exactly where to find it. So then down below, I have all of these binders that I got at Walmart on their back to school sale for like $1 each, or maybe $1.99 each. I can't remember. And then I just stuck these labels on them. So I have one for social studies and science. We actually teach both in our homerooms. Even though the students switch classes, our homerooms we have for science and social studies. So I have a binder for each of those, and then I also have word work, scholastics, extra handouts, and schedules. And then on this side I have student contact info, substitute binder, and then our Teachers College units 1 through 4. We use Teachers College here for reading and writing. That's just the curriculum that we have here in my school. So I have a binder for each unit and make it a bit more organized for myself. And then this container here is just kind of miscellaneous things, but there is something in here that I definitely want to show you because I think it's awesome. My fiance actually got me these blocks when I got my teaching job, and I have more in there, but ew, what is that? Okay, move over this way. Sorry about that. So yeah, so these are just different, a bunch of just random sentence starters for students to be able to create stories. So you would roll the dice, and then whatever it lands on is what your story would be about. So this would be a pony on an African safari finds buried treasure. So it's just like a really random like story ideas. A king travels through time in the land of dinosaurs. So this is just a really fun way if the students are like done early, if the students are done early or just literally can't think of anything to write about, that's just an easy, quick way to help them think of something to write about if they're free writing. And then underneath that, I just have these 3 files that have my homeroom and then my 2 team teachers' homerooms. And I have a file for each student. I probably should have done it by number so I could reuse the files in the years to come. I mean, I can still reuse them, but I'll have to obviously change the names or change them to numbers or something like that. But each student has a file, and then I keep their student work in here. So they're going the other way. I just don't want you to see them. These files I got on Amazon, and they're really colorful. And then moving on over by the window, I got this cart at Home Goods on sale, actually. And I use this for homework. So classes 1, 2, and 3, the students just come in the morning, drop off their homework, and then I'll check it after school. Next to that, I have my class plant. This is Carl. I got him at Stop and Shop, actually, for like $10. And it's a student's job each week to give him water and make sure that the blinds are up so he has light. And then moving on, this is my teaching cart. So I got this on Amazon. It was kind of expensive. It was like $70 or something. Like I said, I literally am broke. Like, not even funny. I have zero money. But it was worth it because my room, like, weirdly doesn't have any cabinets or like anywhere to store anything. I have like one file cabinet all the way over there, and then I have this like teaching cabinet, but nothing like beyond that. I don't have a desk or anything. So yeah, so this is like a lifesaver for me. So up top I have a homeroom bin. So this is for students to drop off any papers they need to give to the office or they want me to see or anything like that in the morning. And then next to that I have my Scotch laminator because obviously I use that every single day of my life, so I need to have it on hand. And then underneath here I created these labels on Microsoft. It was really easy. I just did a border around each one. And then one side is bigger containers and then the other side is smaller containers. So on the bigger side I have like Astrobrites paper, make copies, cardstock, laminating sleeves, and extra notebooks. And then on the other side here I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday materials. I also have social studies and science materials, vocabulary, things that I need to grade, and things for word work. So this is really convenient because whenever I need something I know exactly where it is, and it just kind of makes it easy to access everything and stay organized. I find with teaching it's just such an unorganized profession. Everything's changing all the time, the schedule is ever changing. The students are high and low depending on the day. Like, you never know how your lesson's gonna go and things like that. So I find that if I myself am organized, I feel a little bit better. So this definitely helps. So I have team tallies over on this side. I actually just started this because I needed some other type of behavioral plan in my class because what I was doing wasn't working. So I came up with team tallies. And like I said, I have 5 tables. So each table is a team. And the students can earn tallies if they come in quietly or if they're all working really hard. If their whole table is doing that, then they can earn a tally. If somebody at their table is being distracting or talking or something like that, I can take tallies away. And then at the end of each day, I just mark them on this spreadsheet that I made, and I have it for class 1, 2, and class 3 is on the back. It just couldn't fit. And then at the end of the week, whichever table has the most tallies for each of my classes will get to choose from one of those weekly rewards. But like I said, most of them do lunch bunch. So today I actually did the reward because it is Thanksgiving break now. So our last day was on Wednesday. So I had like 15 students come into my room today to do lunch bunch, and they really, really like it. So this has actually helped a lot, not only for overall behavior for my individuals that need a little bit more help, but also for team building skills. They're working together better, they're helping each other, because I told them if you're yelling at the other students at your table to be quiet, that is not how you work together, and I'll actually take away a point. You need to help them in a positive way. So this has been working really great. And I just got these off of Pocketful of Primaries schedule cards that I actually purchased over there. I'll show you in a minute. And then I just changed them for the tables and then put magnets on the back. Whoops. And then just stick it on like that. And then over here I have 3 little caution signs. I just found these at the dollar store. I think they're so cute. So caution, rockstar at work, genius at work, and superstar at work. So during class, I'll choose one student to go around and pass these out to 3 students that are doing a great job and are really focused, and whichever table they're at, they'll instantly get a point once they receive that. And then moving on to my homework section, I actually rarely give homework. I really don't like giving the students homework. They have reading homework and math homework every single night. I find that I need to give them writing homework as well. I think as long as they're reading, they correlate so well anyways. So that's normally blank, really. This pencil border was actually left in my room and I really like it. This border here I got on Amazon and just attached magnets to the back of it. And then the labels up top here, I just printed on Microsoft Word, and then I printed them on cardstock, laminated them, and put magnets on the back of them. And then over here is where I put today's date. I always write the month in cursive. The students really want to learn cursive, so if I can implement it in small ways like that, because it's not in our curriculum, I really like to do that. And then over here, this is our morning routines. So I have something different every morning for the students in my homeroom. What's going on here? There we go. So on Monday, Mindful Monday, I normally have them reflect on something, like what is something you're grateful for today, write about it. What's one person that did an act of kindness for you this past week, write it on a sticky note and give it to that person, something like that. Talk about it Tuesday is normally some type of current event that's going on. I'll have the students read about it and then talk about it with a partner. Wacky Wednesday, I like to do something fun like a word search or a crossword puzzle, something like that. Thursday 3, I have them think of 3 things that are in common, like I'll have them do their 3 favorite books, and then I'll have them write why they're their 3 favorite books or things like that. And then Fill Me In Friday, I like to hear what they're going to do for the weekend. Sometimes I'll also do Free Time Friday where they can just do whatever they want in the morning. They can play on the laptops, read, talk to friends, something like that. My students, and actually most of the students at my school, do get breakfast in the morning, so I don't really have many students here. And if they are here, they're normally eating breakfast. So I don't like to have anything like too crazy for the morning, just something kind of relaxing for when they come in. They're not like bombarded with stuff to do right away. And then up here, these are my classroom expectations. Again, I just printed these on colored cardstock and laminated them. So eyes and ears are on the speaker. Use subtle signs. When you need something, I'll explain subtle signs in a little bit. Always be honest. Be respectful to yourself and others, and always try your best. So these are things that I expect the students to do at all times. So there are other classroom expectations, but these are the 5 main ones. And then one thing I forgot over here, I got this at the Target dollar spot. It's just like this little unicorn headband thing. And I put it on when I'm working in small groups, and that means that I'm a magical unicorn and nobody can talk to me. And then I also have a cowbell. I do live on a farm, so obviously I had to have that. There's really no other rhyme or reason to that. And then I also have this binder up here that I just fill with letters and notes that the students give me. They love to give me stuff. This was an activity we did one day for morning work where I had them all write something kind. So I just have a spot for that. I was putting it on my board, and then they just got like really crowded and things were falling down and things like that. So now I just put them up there so they're safe, and if I'm having a bad day, I can just go and open up that binder and realize that I'm not a complete failure. So then moving on to my closet, this is how I set it up. There's not much in it. I don't like clutter, as you can probably tell. I really like to have like an open space, and that goes along with my closet as well. I got these containers at the dollar store, only $1 each. They're the same ones that I have over by the door over there, those blue ones. And then this is just where I hold some extra materials. So I have crayons. I made these labels on Microsoft Word, colored pencils, pens, extra schedule cards, extra erasers, Unifix cubes, which I literally never use. I don't know why I have them. They were left by the last teacher. Personal supplies, so I just have things in there like some snacks for myself, gum, headphones, things like that. I got this bag at the Target dollar spot. My God, can I talk today? Mistakes are proof that you are trying. So cute. And then I have dice. I actually got these at the dollar store. This was another idea I got from Pocket Full of Primary. As you can see, I'm literally obsessed with her. So I just put 2 dice in here, and then you can like shake it and then see what they land on without actually having the dice out and rolling everywhere and the students throwing them at each other and other terrible things that 4th graders would probably do. And then over here I have extra supplies. So I have my stapler, and I have extra string, staples, things like that. Down here, some recess games, science materials, extra tissues, which I literally have to buy. Like, let me know if it's just my room or if it's like all schools ever, but I have to buy new tissues like almost every day. These kids go through so many tissues. And then the second that I like take them away, I have kids running up to me with like snot pouring out of their nose. So those are a must at all times. And then going off of that, cleaning supplies. I am a neat freak. I like my room clean and sanitized, so I have to have those at all costs. And then over here I got these containers at Walmart. They actually were going on sale for like $3 each, which was pretty great. I use them over there, those blue ones over there that I'll get to in a moment as well. So this one I just have my paper cutter that I use like all the time and my hole punch. And then over here I got this little chime on Amazon as well. So this is another just method to get the students' attention. So I just take it and ring the bell, and then when I do that, that means that they need to stop talking and put their attention on me. And that's just an easier way rather than constantly just raising my voice, because the first week of teaching I lost my voice like really quick because I didn't realize how often you had to raise your voice because you're talking over 25 little humans that can definitely out-talk you if you let them. Learning objectives, nothing special. I got this at the Target dollar spot, and then I just have like handwritten, like nothing nice, but it does the job of what their I can statements are for the 2 classes that I teach, and then also for behavior. And I just have that posted at all times. This is something that one of my kids gave me today that I just haven't put in that binder yet. It says always right, and I can't tell if she meant to say always right, like actually writing down something on a piece of paper, or like I'm always right. If I'm always right, then we have some work to do, because girl, that is not how you spell that. I got these little apples at Target, I think. And then I have this container that I got on Amazon. I just have all my expo markers in here. I have my little clicker for this thing. I honestly don't even know what it's called. It's an Epson Bright Link. So it's like a smartboard, but I use it on my whiteboard. So it's basically does everything a smartboard does, but it just doesn't have the actual board part. It just reflects it onto the whiteboard. So I actually think I like this better because it's not as glitchy as smartboards. You can kind of just use it like you would. Is it blurry? Why are you so blurry? How do I fix this? Shoot. Okay. It's like a cloth that you use to erase the board. It was left here from the teacher before me, but I actually really like it because you can just erase and then just leave it right there. So it's actually really convenient. And then over here I have anchor charts. So this is where I post relevant anchor charts if I'm doing something on the board up here rather than on the carpet back there. And then I just attach it with this curtain rod. It's a magnetic curtain rod that I got from Walmart. And then I attach it with those book rings and hang it there for a couple of days until we move on to something else, and then I'll swap it out. And then over here is my daily schedule. So I got these schedule cards from Pocket Full of Primary. They're the same ones that I use for my team tallies. And I just attached them with magnets. And then as you can tell, it does go class 1, special, and then back to class 1. It's just kind of the way that our schedule worked. I know it's kind of funky, but that was the only time that we could fit the special in. So yeah, so my class 1 does come and then leave and then come back. And then we do have that wind block, like I said before. we do science at the end of the day. Yeah, so that's that. And then over here, calendar, if you can see. I got this off of Teachers Pay Teachers as well. I'm not sure who it was from, but it's kind of like a farmhouse style. That was really the style I was going for when I first started decorating, and then I kind of started leaning towards this more so like black and neon vibe. So now I'm kind of having both, but that's okay. So yeah, so I printed these all out and laminated them, and then I put magnets on the back, and then I just swap them out for each month. And then they also, the nice thing about this is they have these specific cards that can tell the students like why we're not in school, or there's ones for fall break. And then I just made this like red circle and attached magnets on it. It's like super like flimsy and not the greatest, but it works. And then I just have one student like pop it on the next day as the days go, which I actually can put on Monday because we're not gonna be here until next Monday. So then up here I have my own Bitmoji, and I just printed these out with the steps needed in order to create a writing piece, whether it's an essay or a fiction story or anything. So you start with collecting ideas, selecting idea, develop that idea, revise. It says back to the grind if you can't see. Ignore the background. They actually are going to paint this eventually. Edit and then publish. So yes, I just printed those out and then put them on top of that Astro Brights paper. So that's for the students to reference. And then over here, this is where I have those subtle signs I was talking about before. So I have 4 different signs, and this is actually sign language. So these are ways that the students can get my attention rather than just constantly raising their hand and then saying, I need a drink of water, can I go to the bathroom? So they do these subtle signs instead. So if they need to go to the bathroom, they'll just hold up a 1, and then I can just kind of like shoo them like, okay, go ahead, rather than having to call on them and then them tell me what they need. Similarly with I need a drink of water, I need help, then I know I need to actually go over to them and work with them, and I need a tissue. So this has worked great for just kind of avoiding that unnecessary distraction in the room. Okay, and then moving on to this file cabinet. I actually really don't use this for anything like worthwhile. I just stick stuff in there that I don't want to deal with, and I haven't dealt with it yet. The first one does have like word work materials, but the other ones just have like nothing that is of any relevance. But up top here I have social studies and science notebooks, and then I have social studies and science folders, and then that one is just some extra folders that I just kind of stuck there. I have my schedule cards, so I have like the different specials that the kids go to, and if we have an assembly or things like that, so we can swap out the board. And then also, I have printed out like the different schedules. If we have like an early dismissal or if we have a delay or something like that, I have the schedule cards all ready. And then over here I have this cart that I don't use for anything, and it was left in my room and I cannot take it out of my room. I have these books that we use for science. And then up top I have the students' login information for their Chromebooks if they forget it, because this is the Chromebook cart right here, so then they can just access it right away. So I was lucky enough to get all 26 brand new Chromebooks. We are missing 12 right now, but 26 brand new Chromebooks for my first year of teaching, which is amazing. These Chromebooks are touchscreen. The kids love them. So we do use them quite a bit. Their statewide testing is on the computers, so I really try and give them as much access to them as I can. And then I got this shelf on Amazon because they also supplied me with headphones, which is amazing, but they were getting so tangled. I was keeping them in a box. The students were just like chucking them in there. The little like, the little like foam piece was falling off of all of them, and they were just a mess. So I did invest in this shelf. It was kind of expensive, but it was worth it because now it's all organized and I can use this for years to come. And then next to that, I got this cart at Michael's. It was like $30. I got it in this turquoise color. That's kind of like my main color for like most of the room. And then this is where I keep my whiteboard markers, erasers, and whiteboards. And then over here, I brought this basket in from home. I don't even know where I got it, probably TJ Maxx. And then this is my lost and found. So I just put anything in here that was left in my room that I don't know what to do with. I just chuck it in there, and then if the students are looking for it the next day, they know to go look in this basket. Okay, so then over here, I got these containers at Walmart. They're the same ones that I have in my closet, and they were like $3 each. So I got them in this turquoise color, and I didn't know what I was gonna do with them. I originally had them to keep like folders in, but the kids were just like chucking them in there, and the classes were getting all mixed up, and it was just insane. So I actually went through and I made up these signs. So this is class 3 writing folders, and then class 3 word work folders, and then there's ones for class 2 and class 1. I actually created files for every student, and I did number these ones because I'm getting smarter as the year progresses, and this would have taken so long to do by name, and I would never want to do it again in years to come. So I did number them. I got these files off of Amazon, and then I created this list just with their names, and it tells them their number so they know where they can find all of their materials. So everything that they have for writing is under that number. And they're separated by classes, so like cross your fingers, there's no way to keep it unorganized. This is another one of those boards that I created just with some leftover fabric, and then I took the Astro Brights paper, I laminated it, and then attached these pins, but the pins have little hooks on them. I got them, I think, at the dollar store, or maybe at Walmart, I'm not sure. And then this is where, is it blurry again? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I think I hold down. Okay, I got it not to be blurry, but I shut it off by accident. So, yeah, so this is the last bulletin board in my room. And above it, it just says our brightest work, and I have it hanging on twine with little, oh no, I didn't even use clothespins. I like did hole punches in them and then just strung them. So that's where I'm going to put those hot cocoa mugs that we're working on now. I'm gonna hang them on here once that's done. And then over here, I just created this guy like 2 days ago. So we do have word work, and word work is like a 8-day process where the kids get new words, and then the next day they study them, and then the next day they do a written sort, and like things like that. So a lot of the students were like, well, I don't remember where I left off. I don't know what I have to do tomorrow. So I created these circles of exactly what they need to do for that day. And then when I put them up, I was looking at it and I was like, you know, this looks a lot like a caterpillar, because I just had it like take away the legs and the antennas, and I just had like these like weird like balls all the way down. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this a caterpillar. So I made the antennas and the legs, and I think it looks pretty cool. But it also looks like, I don't know, kind of creepy. But whatever. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention was these chairs. So I got these chairs on Amazon, and they were like $40, and it came in a set of 5, and my kids have literally destroyed them. Like, I thought that they were the cutest colors. They're all these like rainbow colors, but like look at these little monsters stabbed the cushion with their pens. Like, what even happened here? It looks like they took a piece out. This one completely came off. Are you kidding? How does this even happen? I mean, I know that they're not the most sturdy chairs in the world, but come on, guys. We've been in school for like 3 months, and these things are shot. This one I had to have the custodian tape back together because the whole seat came off. So, I mean, it was a great thought. This is the little kidney table. This is kind of my desk, like where I keep everything, like all of my materials and things like that. But also where I do small groups. So it was a good thought, but definitely a fail. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed watching this classroom tour, and I will see you guys next time.